If you're moving abroad for a job, studying, or retiring in the sun, there are some things you will need to consider before making that all-important transition. Whether you're going alone or taking your entire family, you must prepare yourself for the many challenges that come with living in a new country. In this video, we will explore the top 10 things to consider before relocating abroad with helpful advice on how to address them. But before we continue, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to turn on your post notifications for future updates. Number 1. Cost of living. Not all countries are equal in terms of cost of living. A country that is cheap for some may be expensive for others, depending on the standard of living you are used to. There are certain expenses that you can't avoid, like rent or transportation costs. Before moving abroad, it is a good idea to make a budget and see how much money you will need each month to maintain the same lifestyle you have at home. You should also think about how your wages compare to the cost of living in your destination country and how that might affect your lifestyle. Number 2. Medical care. It is important to find out about the medical facilities available in your destination country before moving there. You may need to take time off work or travel to several different medical providers to get the care you need. It may be expensive too, so it is worth finding out how much you would have to pay before deciding whether the medical care available is right for you. Do your research before moving to another country by finding out how good its healthcare system is and where the nearest hospitals are. If you have an existing medical condition, visit a doctor at home first or take copies of your medical notes with you. Number 3. Safety. Be aware that some countries are not as safe as others, both in terms of crime levels and the risk of natural disasters. Make sure you visit your destination country before moving there to get an idea of what it's like. Ask people who have already moved there for their advice and opinions. Check the crime statistics in your destination city and state before you move. Number 4. Language. The language barrier is an obstacle that can be greatly reduced by learning the local language before you arrive. Of course, not everyone who moves abroad is willing to take the time to learn the language of their new home. However, even if you can't or don't want to learn the language, you should familiarize yourself with a few words and phrases so you can at least begin to interact with the people and understand common expressions and questions you might be asked. The two options are to choose a destination where your language is the most common or where English is widely used. Number 5. Driving. Moving abroad means giving up on some parts of our culture, but there are also things that won't be different. For example, driving rules are basically the same everywhere. That's why it's important to get an international driving permit before moving abroad and taking your car with you. It's cheap and it can be valid for up to a year after you get it. Number 6. Banking. It's important to open up a bank account in your new country. This may come in handy when paying bills and managing your finances while being away. If you're moving abroad for a short period, it may be wise to keep your existing bank account open because it's likely that you will still receive money from your family or your job. Number 7. Lifestyle. Make sure your lifestyle is compatible with that of your new home country. You might be used to driving on the right-hand side of the road, but not know how much petrol costs in your destination country. Will there be many people around? How is the public transport? Is it expensive or cheap to eat out? Who do you know there, and how will they help you adapt to a new environment? Think about everything that can influence your lifestyle, from weather to politics. Take time before leaving home and learn as much as possible about life in your new country so that when you arrive, it's less foreign and more familiar than would otherwise be the case. Number 8. Entertainment. If you are moving for work or study, you're likely to have a lot of free time. Your new surroundings might seem boring at first, so it is important to explore your new country and get out of the house to meet people. In this digital age, you can experience a lot of entertainment online. If you consider yourself an avid gamer, you might want to look into the gaming situation of your new country as well. Number 9. Interpersonal relationships with people. Depending on the country you move to, your social circle will change, and all of this must adapt to the new culture of your location. You can't expect everyone to adjust or adapt quickly, and not everyone will want or be able to do it. Have this in mind before moving abroad and try to discuss that aspect with your loved ones. Number 10. Settling in. It's hard to get used to a new life, but after some time you will start to feel at home. There are several social media sites that connect you with people in your country, like Meetup or Couchsurfing. If you are moving abroad to study or work, make sure you meet your new classmates and colleagues. This will help you feel at home faster. And don't rush into anything. Give yourself enough time before you expect your new life abroad to run smoothly. There will be a lot of paperwork when moving countries, so plan ahead and get organized early on. Moving abroad is a big transition. It requires preparation, organization, and patience to settle into your new surroundings. The decisions you make before packing up for your new country can have lasting consequences on the quality of life that awaits you there. To help ensure that moving abroad goes as smoothly as possible, consider the above 10 things before departing.